Welcome back to Bay Area Focus. From support groups to community education, San Francisco Women Against Rape works tirelessly to prevent sexual assaults. Community Initiatives Director Sandra Sandoval joins me now. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Okay, so you call it SF War.
SF War.
That's what we'll call it during the show today. How long has it been around?
SF War has been around for 40 years. It just celebrated its 40th year anniversary. It started during the Civil Rights Movement during the 70s in San Francisco. There was a group of women that said, well, we need some work around sexual assault. There's a lot of sexual assault happening amongst women, amongst youth, amongst women and individuals of color, oppressed groups. And so they did a call out and women showed up and they started the first rape crisis hotline that was 4 hours, started in someone's basement. And now today we're a full running 24-hour hotline run by over 100 volunteers. Wow. And we're not in a basement anymore, we're in the office.
That's amazing. During the 1970s, was it not really focused on? People didn't really talk about it?
Well, just like domestic violence, you know, a lot of times sexual assault is a taboo subject. A lot of individuals don't talk about it in their homes because it involves talking about sex. And sure. A lot of folks, whether it's, you know, in society, culturally, we tend to not talk openly about it. There's embarrassment, there's shame around individuals and isolation around sexual assault.
So what services are available for survivors of sexual assault?
Thank you. There's an array of services. First and foremost, we do offer medical accompaniment. So if there's a survivor that has just been sexually assaulted, they can go to San Francisco General Hospital in San Francisco. There is a rape crisis center in every county. So for example, in the East Bay in Oakland, it's Highland Hospital. So in San Francisco, it's San Francisco General Hospital. If somebody wishes to have an accompaniment because they don't want to go alone, they want to go with someone else, they can tell the nurse at the emergency room that they want a medical accompaniment and they will call our hotline and we will do our best to send someone out within 30 minutes to accompany the survivor.
It means a lot to have somebody there to support them.
Absolutely,
through this?
Because there's a lot of myths as well, a lot of reasons why people don't seek medical attention. For example, many people think that they have to do a police report when they go into General Hospital. You don't have to do that. You have every right to say no if you're over 18.
And the assaults, it doesn't only affect the direct victim, but also their families as well?
Absolutely. The sexual assault affects family members, friends, relatives, and the community at large as well. And so some of the service that we do offer is free counseling, peer-to-peer counseling. We are all certified under the state of California as rape crisis counselors. So we're able to provide up to 10 free one-hour sessions, not only to survivors of sexual assault, but maybe there's parents that have a young child and they need support on how to best support their child. We also will provide those same sessions to parents, to significant others, individuals maybe in the community that are doing the work and need support because they themselves are survivors.
And sexual assault, you call it an epidemic.
Absolutely. It's an epidemic because we know statistically that 1 in 4 girls under the age of 18 will be sexually assaulted. 1 in 6 boys under the age of 18 will be sexually assaulted. And then once somebody is over 18, it's 1 in 4 women over 18 and 1 in 11 men over 18. The statistic internationally is 1 in 3 women will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime. So it's an epidemic, absolutely. So we want to make sure that folks are having conversations at school, at home, in their places of work to make sure that this is a subject that it takes a whole community to end sexual assault.
How do you prevent it?
We try to go into schools. For example, we have prevention education. We go into the schools, middle school, high schools. We go to community agencies. We go to city entities, businesses that call us to try to talk about sexual assault. We feel that we can be equipped with tools to be able to actually speak out against sexual assault, sexual harassment. We also feel that we follow an anti-oppression model. In order to end sexual assault, we have to end all forms of oppression, meaning racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, ableism, ageism. We have to end all of those in order to end sexual assault because they're all precursors, red flags for sexual assault.
Sure. That conversation could really help.
Absolutely.
So not only do you have these support groups and programs and services, but you also have events throughout the year? Yes,
we just had the Walk Against Rape. It was our 10th annual walk. It happened April 18th. And in that event, it's a safe space that's where survivors of sexual assault, families, a community can come out and walk together and create that safe space and for them to also celebrate their survivorship. A lot of folks, it takes a lot for them to do this walk. but it's a form of healing. A lot of folks find justice in being able to do that self-healing and that work.
You know, a lot of times when we talk about sexual assault, we only talk about women, but this affects men as well.
Absolutely, and so that's why we also talk, just like we talk about all the isms, we also, meaning racism, sexism, we also want to talk about gender roles. A lot of times men, because we do live in a society that promotes rape culture, we also promote gender roles that are very, very strict. And for example, young men are raised in our society as don't cry, you know, man up, don't speak out if something has happened to you. And that's what's happening. When things like this are happening to young men, they tend to not want to speak out about it.
They tend to be more quiet about it.
Exactly, and so that's detrimental as well to our communities. And we have to start breaking down those gender roles that we have set up.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on the show and telling us all about it.
Thank you very, very much. And if folks want to call our hotline for services at any time, our 24-hour hotline is 415-647-RAPE, which is 7273.
Okay, good to know. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And for more information on SF War, just log on to sfwar.org. Again, that's sfwar.org. Coming up, community art programs and exhibits in the East Bay.